Welcome to my channel and welcome to my basement greenhouse tour part 2. If you followed my channel, there was a part 1 greenhouse tour that was built next to this greenhouse. This is a 6 by 10 feet polycarbonate greenhouse in my basement. When entering this greenhouse, you will not miss the first sight of this large Philodendron Petraceae. The plant was bought a year ago from Ecuador. The longest leaf is more than 2 feet long, and the plant is shooting new leaf every month in the summer. In my experience, this plant requires high humidity, or else it will start producing some deformed new leaves. The next plant is everyone's favorite, Philodendron Pink Princess. The plant was acquired a year and a half ago, and it is now climbing a 3 feet tall moss pole. The next one is Philodendron Bernardopazii. This plant also requires high humidity, or else it will start showing signs of stunted growth. The next plant is Philodendron Esmeraldense white form. I also have Anthurium Clarivernium, which is a climber. The next plant is Philodendron Domesticum Variegated. This plant has a speckled green and yellow on its leaf. The next plant is Anthurium Clarivernium, a velvety love-shaped leaf with white vein, and this one is currently flowering. The next plant is Philodendron Bernardopazii, a dark, shiny green leaves. Next up is everyone's favorite Monstera alboborsigiana. This plant used to be super expensive in the past years, and it is now more affordable. Look at this beautiful half-moon leaves. The next plant is Philodendron Jose Buono. This plant has a speckled green and white variegation on its leaf, and it can get very large. Up next is Philodendron Strawberry Shake. This plant has a variegation of pink, white, and yellow on its leaf, and it was sought after due to its colorful variegation. Up next is Philodendron Painted Lady. This plant has a speckled yellow and green on its leaf. I also have a juvenile of Epipremnum pinnatum albo, and also a beautiful leaf of Philodendron Tahiti. Hiding at the back is also Piper crocatum and a new unfurled leaf of Alocasia Mickey Mouse. Up next is Philodendron Thai Sunrise. I also have a juvenile of Dioscorea discolor. Attaching itself on the roof of the greenhouse is Margravia sp. Pink. This is a shingling plant for a terrarium. To add some color, I put Philodendron Lemon Lime and some cutting of Philodendron Silver Stripes, Philodendron Micon, which is now climbing all over the wall of this greenhouse. Up next is Philodendron Burle Marx, Anthurium Forgetti white stripes from Ecuador, Neon Photos, which is producing a larger leaf when it started climbing. I also have the variegated version of Philodendron Burle Marx, which has a beautiful variegated leaves, and the darker leaves of Philodendron Bloody Mary. Up next is Philodendron 69686. This plant has a shiny green leaves. It is now climbing on a 5 feet tall moss pole. Up next is my largest Anthurium, Anthurium Fausta Miranda. This plant has a large love-shaped leaf that could overgrow this greenhouse anytime soon. Next, I have Philodendron Passanum, a shiny, love-shaped leaves with white veins. Hidden underneath is Philodendron Gloriosum, a love-shaped leaf with white veins. I also have Syngonium milk confetti that looks really pink under this Barina grow lights. Currently climbing a 5-foot tall moss pole is Philodendron Gigas, which has a dark velvety leaves. Up next is Philodendron Soduroi. I believe this is a true Soduroi because it is climbing. Currently attaching itself to the cocoa wall is Philodendron Pedatum. It has a large top leaf. I also have Philodendron Verrucosum, which almost touched the ceiling of the greenhouse. Up next is a climbing Anthurium Clarivernium. As you can see in this greenhouse, there's a lot of climbers. I was so into building moss pole for them. Some of them even climb all the way up on top of the ceiling of the greenhouse. Most of the plant also covered the whole cocoa wall. Hidden in the bottom is Anthurium cuticuense from Ecogenera. Hiding in this greenhouse, I also have Philodendron Pedatum. Up next is Syngonium albo, which is currently climbing a 3 feet tall moss pole. I also have hidden in the bottom another Epipremnum pinnatum albo. This plant is climbing a 5 feet tall moss pole, however, it just keeps climbing and climbing until the top of the ceiling of the greenhouse. For propagation station, I have a bowl of water with water pump and also a small 10-gallon fish tank to propagate any of my plants. Humidity in this greenhouse fluctuates between 85 to 90%. And temperature between 65 and 75 degrees. I built a DIY waterfalls using foam spray and the water is running with a water pump. The greenhouse was equipped with 6 5-foot long of Barina T8 grow lights. To keep the air circulation moving, I installed 4 of these USB fans inside the greenhouse. I also put 1 small wireless camera so I can monitor my plants from my phone. I hope you enjoy my greenhouse tour and please like and subscribe to my channel because I will have more videos coming up soon. The next one is my office room filled with plants. See you soon.